Welcome to our third video, what career clarity actually looks like in midlife. My name is Denny Medeiros, and I'm helping midlife professionals find clarity, confidence, and new income paths on their own terms. While clarity in midlife looks very different than it did earlier in life, and that difference is very important. Earlier in our careers, clarity was often about growth, achievement, and possibility. We followed momentum. We said yes to opportunity. We build careers by proving ourselves. In midlife, clarity becomes about sustainability, health, and being a good fit. It becomes about asking a very different set of questions. What can I realistically sustain now? What kind of work supports my health instead of draining it? What kind of life am I trying to protect? This video is about redefining what clarity actually means now. Purpose is so that you're not chasing an outdated version of yourself that no longer fits your reality. Many people feel confused in midlife because they're using an old definition of clarity for a new phase of life. They're looking for the same kind of clarity they had in their 20s or 30s, excitement, upward momentum, big ambition. And when they don't feel that anymore, they assume something is wrong, but nothing's really wrong. The definition of clarity changes as your life changes. What once felt clear may now feel heavy. What once felt motivating may now feel exhausting. That doesn't mean you're lost your drive. It means your system is asking for a different kind of alignment. Early in life, clarity was often built on a very simple model. Find your passion, work harder than everyone else, climb as high as you can. And for a long time, that worked. But that model assumes endless energy, flexible health, and a life that can absorb constant pressure. In midlife, those assumptions break. Your body changes, your priorities shift, your responsibilities deepen. So when you try to keep using a growth at all costs model, clarity doesn't appear, it collapses. When health, energy, or life circumstances change, the old model creates friction. That friction shows up as burnout, chronic exhaustion, repeated job loss, a sense of, I can't do this anymore. Not because you're weak, but because the model no longer fits your reality. Trying to force clarity through the wrong framework is like trying to wear clothes that no longer fit your body. It doesn't motivate you, it shames you. And that shame is what keeps people stuck. Midlife clarity is not about pushing further. It's about designing work that fits the life you're living now. Sustainability means you can keep doing without breaking yourself. Okay? Sustainability means you can actually keep doing it without breaking yourself. Stability means you can rely on it emotionally, financially, and practically. Health means the work supports your nervous system instead of draining it. And control means you have a say in your time, in your pace, and your boundaries. When these are present, clarity does not feel exciting. It feels relieving. What feels clear for someone else may not feel clear for you, and that is not a problem. Your clarity must account for your health, your finances, your family responsibilities, your energy, your lived experience. This is why copying someone else's path rarely works in midlife. Clarity is not a universal formula, it's a personal structure built around your context. And when you honor that, confusion starts to lift, clarity starts to come. These three lenses help translate confusion into understanding. Capacity is what you can realistically sustain now, not what you could do 20 years ago. Constraints are the real boundaries of your life, your health, your finances, caregiving, time that you need for yourself or other things. Control is how much choice and flexibility you have inside your work. When something feels heavy, one of these is usually misaligned. When something feels relieving, these are usually coming into alignment. This is how clarity forms, not through guessing, but through understanding. So, truth is, you don't need to reinvent yourself. You don't need reinvention. You need alignment. When your work aligns with your capacity, your constraints, and your need of, your need for control, clarity emerges naturally, not as pressure, but as confidence. If you're in that in between space right now, you're not behind. You're building the foundation for a sustainable next chapter. So please subscribe if you want help creating that alignment step by step. Clarity comes first, and we'll be here every week. Have a great day.